At what level his past determines who he is within the story? I would like to know at what level his past makes him being who he is within the present.
Well, I think that's one of the main aspects of the story. I mean, it's, you know, he's a man who was born with this curse. Another character says a gift, but he can see the world behind the world. And this aspect is, you know, thrown him into despair. It's confusing. No one can help him. And to get out, he takes his own life. He goes to hell because in the construct he has to go to hell. And while he's in 2 minutes in hell, he comes back. He doesn't know why. So in terms of the past kind of informing his present, the man is dying of a terminal disease, and he knows he's going to go to hell. And so there's two things. He wants to figure out, his internal self wants to understand why that happened to him. And the other side is practical, of like, how do I not go to hell? And so as an exorcist, he's throwing demons back. In an odd way, he's doing God's work. And he goes to the character that Tilda Swinton plays, and he says, so, have I done enough? And that character says, in fact, no, you haven't. And so in trying to get back to, trying to make it up there, he uncovers a plot about dark forces that are trying to make a hell on earth. And, well, he's certainly self-interested because he's doing these good deeds in a way to try to, as Rachel Weisz's character say, you're trying to buy your way into heaven. And he's like, yeah, it's all I can do. But as we find out, is it all he can do? I don't know. I think what it does do, though, is that the things that are fantastical in the film, you know, the demons, possession, you know, demons on earth, angels on earth, though, the film treats them as being as of this world, very practical, which I like, because I think we all feel those kinds of forces, things whispering in our ears. Why did that person say that to us that saved me from this? And, you know, why did, you know, there's a dark side to, but, you know, there's all that dialogue, but it's very, even though it's fantastical, I think that it's, you know, it's treated as being, especially from Constantine's point of view, matter of fact, practical, mechanical, you know. So hopefully people can relate to it, as well as being, you know, entertained or, you know, surprised by the elements. You know, if anything, I would say he was probably bringing something new and refreshing to music videos as well, which is his taste, his point of view. I've seen a few of his videos, and they all kind of have a narrative to them. They all have a continuity, a semblance of a whole. They're not, he doesn't lampoon, though he does have a sense of humor. And I think what the camera angles that he brought into this film always help tell the story. Even if they're unique. You know, he's got some Dutch angles, he's got angles up top here, close-ups like this. Excuse me. He has wide shots that play out forever, but, you know, which are and are engaging because they're different, they're changing perspectives, but at the same time they are communicating the story. And I think his vision is his. And what I liked about his music video was that he was actually using cameras and knows the deal. You know, so. No, not really. I mean, that's always fun, like pretend the demon is coming at you. You know, it's okay, I'll pretend the demon's coming at me. But it's, the thing that I liked about when I saw the film is that CGI technology is coming around, that some of the objects in the film, like the bugs and certain other elements, they are, they're being much less two-dimensional, and they're starting to have space and gravity. So that was nice to see, because, you know, it's, before you would put all your heart and guts into reacting, and then there'd be this two-dimensional bug that was kind of sitting on you, standing kind of, floating kind of. But now they're getting a real dimensionality and a real gravity. They're really figuring that out in the grays and the texture and the weight. And I think a lot of that, you know, the Wachowski brothers really were cutting edge on that. But now everyone is kind of getting that. So it's nice to do all that kind of pretending and have the CGI element not let you down. No, you go into a script and a story, and you try to have a perspective on it and collaborate with your director and the artists. And so there's a, you know, there's your your past, your history, your life that you've lived, and then there's what the script is bringing to you, and so you try to do you try to be rational up until they say action, and then you kind of let it go. I mean, you don't want to, you know, but yeah. So you want to have a perspective and a point of view, and emotionally, I try to identify with the character, its thoughts and its feelings.